I got on a plane this morning, landed here in beautiful, perfect vibed Santa Clara with one mission and one mission only. Do I want to check in on Christian McCaffrey and all the banged up players? No. Do I want to make sure Trent Williams is getting a Brinks truck put into his driveway so they can go win the Super Bowl? No, I'm not here for that either. I am here only to change Diamador Lenore's smoke detector battery. That's what I'm here for. I don't care how many of these Latus and Fred Warners are standing between me and doing it. I don't care. That's why I'm here. Up and Santa Clara Niners. Let's go. It's a little different right now. There's no intro music. Usually you have a whole music video. Right. Usually Tyshawn is on your lap. Usually you're wearing a 19. How are you feeling, Deebo Samuel?
Feeling pretty good. You know, camp is rolling. I feel like camp been going on about 2 months now, but we only like 2-3 weeks in. But, you know, camp is camp.
Yeah. Well, camp is like your time to shine, apparently. What is the secret behind this incredible camp you're having?
It's no secret. You know, with us losing 2 Super Bowls and, you know, just getting there and just falling short twice. I mean, I just put myself in a position to come back and be in the best shape possible in order to, you know, help my team go on this run again.
Diamador Lenore, he wants to be in the slot more. That's where you operate. What's it been like going up against him?
I operate everywhere, but most of the time, me and Demo out there and being competitive. But as you see, you know, as years go on, as time go on, and the more comfortable you get, the more years you get under your belt, you get better. And I see like a huge jump from last year to this year with, you know, with his feet and like him knowing where the ball's supposed to go, and like ultimately, like his ball skills has been amazing this camp.
I'd like to see you throw the ball a little bit.
Threw Brock a dime today. You missed it.
Who did? You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. I wasn't here. Tell me. Well, tell me about it.
I can't tell you about it.
Why?
Just know I threw Brock a dime.
Really? If I showed you my phone right now, what did I text Hamilton, our producer? I said, could we get the ball in Deebo's hands this year more? I'd like to see him throw a pass. What, could we do that maybe?
I don't know.
Week 1 Jets?
Nah, probably not. I don't know. You'll never know.
Oh, I'd love to see it. Do you feel like you've slimmed down? Like you made an effort to do that? How many pounds?
Sure. I don't know.
Enough. You don't know how many pounds.
Enough,
you're lying.
For sure.
Why don't you want to say how many?
It's not going to matter how much I lost, how much I gained.
I think people think it does, right? I'm seeing all this like, J-Bo's whole thing is he runs over people. No, people don't want you.
That's not going to change.
People don't want you to lose weight. Why is it not going to change?
I mean, it's not necessarily like it's weight, but it's like not muscle mass, because you see, kind of still got the Bosa quads, Brock Purdy quads going on here.
I don't feel like you look different.
And so yeah, for the most part, pretty good shape. We're just ready to week 1.
Maybe that number 1 is what's slimming.
Well, you know? Probably so. Who knows?
You don't think so? I went out to practice, and your visor's the only thing I looked for. I was looking for 19 out there.
Trent
Taylor has 19. That's interesting. We could do 10 minutes on that, but we won't. Let's talk about the guy who's not out there. I passed by BA, said hi to him, dapped him up. Mm-hmm. You said it's weird not having him out there. I mean, what's the latest?
Honestly, I don't know. He come in meetings, that's something that we kind of stay away from, and, you know, just have a regular conversation. And at the end of the day, like I stated earlier, like business is business. Like his side control their end and our side control theirs. So hopefully something comes up real early, quick, and have him back out there.
I mean, you're kind of a good person to talk to about it, because you put in a trade request and then you got your extension, and that happened, and I feel like he's following your lead. So I guess my question is, does a trade request mean it's over?
No.
Right.
I just say, like, it's just a stressful time, and you have a million things going on in your head, and, you know, with not going through it, like, before, and, like, with me going through it before, and I kind of get everything. Like, you don't know, like, what's happening here, what's happening there, or what's being said here, what's being said there. But at the end of the day, it's just negotiations. And some things you can take personal, some things you can, some things you can't. So, I mean, it's just part of the negotiation process. And, you know, those times are stressful. And they're like, if you don't get what you want, you're just like all over the place. And then you're like, is this how it's going to go? And then your mind's just wondering. So overall, like, it's just a stressful time. And I feel like he'll get through it.
When you got your extension, did everything just sort of blow over and you were just ready to go, right?
Oh, for sure. But I remember having this conversation with Bosa. He was like, hey, man, like, once you got paid, like, I thought once you got paid, you just feel like you're like, it's over. Like, But it's 10 times more stress on you going out there on the field more than anything. It's like, all right, now we done paid you just as much amount of money, so you got to go out here and just go crazy every game, and that's more stressful than anything.
Yeah. Well, you have sort of not stress, but like pressure, like an opportunity. Really, you're out there lighting it up. You've had, without BA out there, I know you want him out there. You've had I looked at the games. Without him, you go crazy. You've had really amazing games.
With him, I go crazy as well.
Yeah, and you and Ricky's having a good camp. So we want the wide receiver room to look good. Who's carrying the boombox with you?
Nobody's carrying a boombox right now. It's preseason, so we don't do boombox preseason. So we just be vibing.
We're not worried though about Trent, right? This is like more of a miss camp, show up week 1.
I have no idea.
Oh, I don't like that. I feel like that's your boy. I feel like you have to have an idea.
I still talk to him all day, every day. But I mean, business is business, and he handled his end, they handled theirs. So I mean, that's not nothing for me to speak on. That's for them to handle their business.
Yeah, let's talk about Deebo Day. You had a Deebo Day a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think like 500.
Yeah, it was steep.
What was that like? You had 500 kids.
So I kind of like shy away from the camps because me personally, like, the kids come out there and want to see me and have fun, do drills, this, that, and the third. But like overall, I just wanted to see the kids like have a great time. So like me and my marketing team, we put it together. All the kids was free. We rented out a lot of bouncy houses and like everything out there for the kids.
But like
to go out there and have
500
fun.
kids is insane. Like I talked to lots of NFL players. 500 is a wild number, and I guess I want to ask you, like, how does that affect you when you sort of get back to the root, give back, see these young kids that could be the next Deebo? What is that like?
It's just overall, it's just a fun time for me. For sure, just come back and see all the kids have fun. And like, it wasn't a football camp, but the kids like want to play football, so we did a lot of one-on-ones. And I mean, overall, it was just fun out there shooting hoops, just like going out there to have fun with the kids for sure.
Were you helping John Lynch scout the next Deebo Samuel?
Oh yeah, my nephew for sure.
Your nephew is out there?
My nephew is a monster.
I need to hear about him. Give me his name, the school.
His name is King Samuel.
That's amazing.
He's me when I was Pop Warner's and like literally do everything: cornerback, receiver, quarterback, running back, scoring every aspect. Like he's just an overall animal for sure.
When you talk shit, Deebo, you have amazing games. It's just true. You had 19 touchdowns against the Eagles last year. With all the lead up to that, which game on your docket for this year would you like to talk about so we can just manifest the 3 touchdown situation?
I don't know. I haven't even really looked past the first game for sure. I know it's the first game Monday night, so I'm just really looking forward to that one. But I think people take my shit talking as like me talking junk, but like overall, if like you go ask my teammates, that's just like how I talk all day, every day.
Yeah,
that's how I just go out here and just have fun.
Well, I remember Keyshawn Nixon came on my show, and you have him. Of course, and you guys are friends. And he goes, "I'm annoyed. I'm sick of hearing from him," which was so funny because, like, obviously you guys have a great relationship.
For sure.
And you tweeted at him, "They're trying to stir the pot," and I'm like, I hope he's not talking about me because I understand that you just have a friendly situation with all of them.
I be trolling all the time, so don't take me serious.
So, I mean, what are you going to do to Keyshawn Nixon this year?
When we get there, we get there.
I have them written down. Okay.
K9, it's up when we get there, baby.
You have the Jets week 1. Sauce, any thoughts?
He's overall like he's a real good corner. He talk a lot of junk, so we just go out there and we just strap it up, get ready to go.
Then you have this week 7 Chiefs and then week 8 Cowboys. Which one are you looking forward to more?
Overall, me personally, I like to be where our feet are. So right now we're in the 2nd week of camp, 3rd week of camp maybe. I don't know. We lost train of thought of days. But overall, we just worry about what we got going on right now. And when week 1 get here.
What's going on with Tyshawn?
I'm
sorry. First of all, Tyshawn has something like 20,000 Instagram followers, more than Up and Adam's show. It's insane. How did that even happen?
I don't know. I mean, he's a fan favorite ever since the show receiver come out there. The only thing people talk about is, your baby's just a light of show. We don't care about you or nobody else. Like, we just want to see the baby. So I mean, it's just a shining light in the room.
Just a stud. We love it. There's a lot going on here, a lot of adversity, right? We've got the Trent thing, we've got the BA thing, we have the injuries, all of that. Is there any world where that shit is good? Where we can, like, what is the good I can take out of that?
Out of what?
Some of the adversities being thrown your way in the preseason already.
Overall, like in camp, you go out here, you give it all. You can't control the nicks, bumps, and bruises as long as no broken bones or anything. And, overall, like, adversity come with the year, like, with me and Trent and a couple of guys getting injured last year and being able to bounce back. And, it not just us, but like overall, everybody is banged up. But I mean, you just gotta go out there and just perfect your craft, even when you're dealing with stuff.
You have a great energy. Right. I feel like you're super, like, you're hype right now. But you can't wait to get out there Monday Night Football.
Be cooling.
You're what?
Be cooling.
Be cooling. Okay, I don't even know what that means.
Chilling.
What should I ask? What should I ask George Kittle?
Ask him about your sneakers.
Oh my God, I don't have sneakers. I don't even. Why is he being so mean to everybody about
I don't
their
know.
sneakers?
That was funny though.
You thought it was funny?
I took it as a joke. I hope a lot of people took it as a joke because he wasn't coming at anybody. That's just George Kittle being George.
I wanted to say, yeah, you don't. Hold on.
I don't have no sneakers on.
Hold on. There's not. My producer's pointing at your feet. This is the Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow showed up with socks too. Why don't you have shoes on?
I just got out of practice and I took my cleats off and was walking in the locker room, so I was living freely right now. You got to touch earth sometimes.
Best part of your off season. What'd you go do?
Oh, I took my son to the Disney resort. That was fun.
What ride was your favorite?
It was actually a water slide. I was scared for my life. It's like one of those water slides where you like stand up in the thing and just take your legs off and under you just drop. But yeah, it was one of those.
When you win the Super Bowl this year and you go to Disney World, what's the first ride you're getting on?
First of all, we got to start with week 1. You're trying to get me there again.
I'm not. I know what you're going to say. We knew you were to say week 1. Yeah.
But like I said, like we be where our feet are, and when we get there, we'll worry about that. And when we win, whenever we get there, and then just control what happens after that.
We can't leave without talking about Brock Purdy. You said you threw him a nice ball. What kind of a camp is he having?
Overall, like a really good one. I was joking with him like a week or so ago. I was like, yo, like you getting a little muscle mass. I see your quads getting a little bigger. Like we call it the Bosa quads around here. But
the Bosa
overall,
quads.
like the arm got a little stronger. And, Brock has always been poised and been chilling in the pocket. And the moment's never too big for him. But overall, I feel like he's having a good camp.
That's your boy.
For sure.
He threw a pick today. He's throwing interceptions. People are like, Brock's throwing interceptions.
He also going against the number 1 defense in the league.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we talk about this a little bit? Because in my head, I look at it and I'm like, that's a great thing. And Kyle Shanahan, I imagine the kind of practices he runs, he's like, throw shit out there, do some crazy stuff.
Yeah, practice is when you work on your craft and you see. I mean, our defense know all our plays, so it's kind of really, really hard to get open. But but I mean, throwing picks on this defense, like we don't go in meetings be like, yo, Brock just did this, that, and the third. Like we got a really, really good defense.
Yeah.
Like you got to think about the pressure in the pocket. Sometimes, like he got all the guys in his face that he can't step up and throw, but he's trying to make the throw. Cause like, I mean, we had practice, but overall, like you see Brock in the game, if he can't step up in the pocket and make the throws, he got well enough legs to go out there and put it on the ground and run. Yeah,
I'm worried about this team not being able to win the Super Bowl without Brandon Ayuk. Are you?
Am I worried?
Can this team win a Super Bowl without Brandon
Ayuk? Can we win a Super Bowl without BA? I think BA is going to be a part of this team, so I mean we don't have to worry about that.
Let's go. Love that. Anything else you want to talk about? We did Deebo days. Any fun marketing stuff you got going on we can pump for you?
Not yet.
You're
when I'm in camp
right now.
When I'm in camp, I tell my people like don't bother me because like I'm in here all day. I don't have the time to talk about all this. So when camp over, maybe we'll start talking. I put a lot of stuff on the back burner right now, but
now it's Tyshawn that's getting free. I don't even know what he's getting, Pampers to the house for free. What else is he getting? Trips to Disney World, all the things.
You get a lot of stuff for sure.
Oh my God.
He loves him and his mom loves the Nike account. I tell you that.
The Nike account. Oh my God, that's so fun. They just
all
they get to log on and just pick everything.
Yeah, whatever.
And George Kittle, don't you come for Tyshawn's shoes because I will come chase you down.
Oh, he got all the kicks now.
Deebo, it's great to see you. You have a very there's a fresh, dialed in energy about you, but you're smiley. You're very smiley.
You get me sometimes when I just be literally getting up out of bed. I'd be like, all right.
Is that what it is? I was talking to your PR people.
And I'd be off.
Deebo, you are the hardest NFL in my life. The most challenging to figure out where you're gonna go. If you like a question, if you hate a question.
I don't dislike them. I just gotta protect my teammates and the energy.
Protect the energy. Okay. All right. That's it. Last one for you. The energy of Kyle Shanahan with all this stuff going on. You can only control what you can control. What has he been like this camp that's sort of unique to the other ones you've been in?
I kind of say overall Kyle hasn't changed.
Great.
The way we practice, the way he approached players, and I say he have got a little soft on players since my first 2 years.
What?
And now, me and BA used to joke around with him. I'm like, bro, you done got soft, how you coach people, because me and BA first 2 years, used to go to practice and be like, oh, bro, we got to deal with Kyle today. Now, like, he be like, all right, guys, good job, but you can do this better. He used to, it wasn't like that my first 2 years.
He's babying Ricky Pearsall? Are you telling him?
Nah,
Are you saying back in the day?
Nah, I don't think, he ain't babying him right now. He ain't on him like he was 3-4 years ago, but he ain't babying him for sure.
Yeah, I think you just ruined it for the rookies because this is going to get out there and then they're just going to be like running laps for the rest of time. Deebo, we appreciate you. I love the smile. We love Tyshawn. I miss him being on your lap, so we'll have to talk during the season. Great to see you. Let's go to the Super Bowl and win it. I'll see you in New Orleans. We'll be back.
Great to see you too.
I'm sitting here with an all-pro. I'm sitting here with a guy who just came in at number 11 on the NFL Top 100. You were 15 last year. I still don't think you get your flowers, though. I really don't. Do you?
You know, I'm still working. There's still room to go. As long as there's still, I got to knock one of those ones off of the 11, right, until I get to that one spot. And even then, you still got to work hard, right? You still got to continue to prove it every single year. Tyreek got to go out. He got to prove that he's number one again this year, right? That's just how it goes. That's how this league is. You got to prove it every year.
But Tyreek makes it known that he's this. I just feel like if I had a list of players, it was Kay Adams' list of guys who don't get their flowers.
Okay.
I would put you on it. I think,
thank you.
You know, but then you have guys like Aaron Rodgers coming out. Do you remember that Mike Depp moment?
Boy, do I. He helped me ascend in this league big time, man. I mean, that moment between me and him where he let me know, like, hey, I think you're one of the best.
That was your all-pro year.
Without him saying that, I don't know if I would have, got that recognition right away. And I'm so grateful to him. Unfortunately, I can't buddy with him when week one comes. But, hey, Aaron, it's all love, though. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah.
Do you have a soft spot for Aaron Rodgers? A little bit, it sounds like.
There's a little bit of a soft spot there, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can't believe you're giving him – I think we're giving Aaron a little too much credit. You think he's the reason you've ascended?
Absolutely,
Stop it.
absolutely. Yeah, man, that meant a lot for me.
Okay, when I watch you out there at practice, and I'm not here every day, just today, and then I see highlights and all of this, you're a madman. You have so much energy. I remember Kyle Shanahan at one point said you're quiet. What happened? Did something happen to you, or was he just dead ass wrong?
I think it was a couple of things, right? Off the field, I'm mild mannered. I don't say too much. But on the field, you got to flip a switch, right? I think, especially at my position, the linebacker position, you got to play the game a certain way, and that's what all the greats have done. The Patrick Willises and the Ray Lewises, playing with that relentless mindset, that tenacity, and I feel like it's my job to really set the tone of practice, and so that's what I try to do every single time I go out there.
Yeah, quiet, not the word I would use to describe you.
I mean, not on the field for sure.
Yeah, legend is probably what I would use. And you know what? You know who else uses that word?
Who's that?
Luke Kuechly. I was just with him. He comes on my show a lot. Your name seems to come up a lot, but not even with the OGs, the guys who are bound for the Hall of Fame, the Patrick Willises, like you're talking about. Young cats, like Ivan Pace, saying Fred Warner, he's that dude. What does that mean to you?
No, that means everything. I mean, you talk about Luke Kuechly, that's obviously one of my idols in college, watching Bobby Wagner. And then you mentioned it, kind of the young guys coming in, mentioning my name. I'm so grateful and so honored to even be in that conversation where they're mentioning my name. But I feel like I'm still one of them. I don't want to be the old guy quite yet. You know what I'm saying?
Are they calling you old head yet? No.
I mean, hey, I'm the veteran. I don't want to say old head quite yet, but hey, I still think I'm a young guy. I still got lots of proof, and I'm still young in the game.
These injuries on this team are worrying me.
Oh, they shouldn't. Don't worry about that. They say whatever they say out in the media.
How's your foot?
Oh, my foot's amazing. Yeah, no, that's the pass. We're not worried about
that. You sure?
We're
good? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're good. We're 100%. We're good to go.
We're good to go. I saw, Greenlaw not practicing. The Achilles, he's doing what he can. I can tell he wants to be out there. What do you miss most about having him?
I mean, Dre is just such an infectious personality, and the thing that he brings on the field, like I was just mentioning, that relentless tenacity and the physicality that he brings to the position, that's obviously going to be missed. But the thing I'm so excited about is what we have, right? Coming in this year, Devondre coming in as a seasoned veteran, having played at a high level, being an all-pro and a pro. I think it was his main Pro Bowl, all-pro. That's better than a Pro Bowl. And then the young guys coming up, ascending. Becoming, even better and better each day. D. Winters, Jalen Graham, Tatum Bethune. We're just coming in waves now, and so I'm so excited about the group that we have.
Campbell and you seem to have legit chemistry, though. What's the secret to that? What's the magic there?
I don't know. Maybe it's because we're both over 6'3". We know how it is being long and lanky. I don't know, but no, I mean he's such an easy dude to get along with off the field, and I think it carries over onto the field. And I'm really excited to continue to keep growing that.
I was talking to Deebo. He said Kyle is taken it a little soft on the. He said soft. He literally used the word that you can't use to
Nah,
describe
he didn't
anyone.
say that. I know Deebo didn't say that.
He said soft to the receivers. Do you share the same sentiment for your position group?
It never feels quite too soft out there for us. If anything, it's jagged edges. No, I'm just kidding.
I just feel like Deebo didn't need to say that because I feel the feeling there's a tough couple
don't let
days
that
of
get
camp
back to
in his
him. Don't let
future.
that get back to the head coach. Man.
How's Kyle?
Kyle's amazing. He's the best in the game in my mind. The way that he gets us ready week in and week out, and especially in training camp, prepping us, continuing to build that callus, I think is the best in the game for sure.
There's all these comments. You can look up Kyle Shanahan on Twitter right now. It's surly, grumpy, whatever. I mean, he has a lot of adversity on his plate. What do you think is the single most, and there's a lot of them, biggest misconception, biggest misunderstood moment or thing about your coach?
I'm not sure. I don't know what other people may think of him. I know everybody in this building thinks extremely high of him, and he's just so amazing for what he's able to do in terms of just connecting with the players. The things that we learned in those team meetings, it doesn't matter if it's offense, defense, special teams. He's able to break the game down to such a level where it's crystal clear what we're in there discussing and learning. And I've learned so much from him. I'm so grateful to him, for everything that he's been able to give to me.
I want to know the dynamic of bringing in Brandon Staley, right? We have a defensive mind. You got Sorensen. He's new. Assistant head coach. What is the role in your eyes as a vet on this team of Brandon Staley?
I mean, right now I think Coach Staley's done an amazing job of just kind of teaching guys on the side, right? Especially for me, there's been moments where it's either it's before practice or it's after practice, before a meeting, just kind of breaking things down to me or telling me what he sees in my game. Or he might even be talking to, he talks a lot to the defensive backs, telling them, hey, this is what I'm seeing, right? And so having that guy who's been in it for so long and such a smart mind when it comes to defensive scheme in football, I think has been really helpful. And you mentioned it with Coach Sorensen being our leader now of our defensive group, and he's done a tremendous job thus far, and he's only going to continue to get better.
I have a feeling, you guys are a winning team. When I talk to anybody and I'm like, Super Bowl losses, a lot of people say, shut up, Kay, we're winning. We are a winning team. We're always there. And I like that perspective. I actually really do. I think it energizes this team, and I'm not worried about this team. How much credit should your support systems get in your success of getting there? Because when I look at this group, and not to make it a competition, but if we were power ranking, you've got your wife, Kristen, Claire, all of this being the most down-ass, ride or die people in the business. How much of your success is due to that?
Yeah, it's everything. Yeah, my wife especially is my everything. We welcomed our baby boy into the world this off season, and it completely just changed our lives for the better. People talk about having children, what it brings, but you don't know it until you're in it. So that's been amazing. But yeah, my wife, and all of our wives, it takes a lot to have us gone all day, doing football while they got to hold it down. So they're an integral part of everything.
I just feel like they stand out or something. And maybe it's because I watched Receiver and Netflix, and I'll talk to Kittle about it, or Olivia obviously has her own fame. But there's something about this group of your support that I'm super. It's very endearing, and I think it matters.
That's
I think
good.
Y'all need to give them more love.
For sure, yeah. Give them all the love,
Kyle
all the
Shanahan
time.
should be talking about that in his post-game press conferences, in my opinion. Trent, where is he? When is the last time you talked to him?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure he's out, lifting lots of weights, staying ready for his moment, man, But, hey, love Trent. Whenever that time comes, you know how it goes, the business side of it. We let them handle that. And then when he's here, and, we don't even think twice about it.
I love you. I love everybody. I think he might be the best player on this team.
It's up there for sure. I always gonna have the utmost confidence in the world, but there's no doubt in that he's a Hall of Famer, gold jacket, literally living legend on your team. It's unbelievable to watch him go to work. I'm happy he's on my team. Let me just say that I'm happy he's on my team. I ain't gotta go against him. It's great.
I hope he's doing the thing where he's OG. He knows he's the best player at his position, greatest thing going right now. And he's just like, training camp, schmeening camp, I'm fine. And he'll just show up Sunday for the Monday night Jets game.
Right. It'll handle itself. You know how it goes. That business side of it is a tricky deal. So they handle all that.
I want to this is for the Bay Area. Dominic Pooney.
Yeah.
Tell me about your thoughts on
Pooney.
him.
Yeah, first of all, amazing name, amazing last name. And secondly, man, I don't think many people knew about him. He's coming out of Kansas. I think in the third round draft pick.
I think so.
Similar to myself, third round, and I think he's just been tremendous through camp. Honestly, not a lot of expectation there, but he's ascended. That's the word I love using today. Ascended through training camp, and has really shown me a lot, because I think him getting a lot of those reps with those ones, I'm out there going against him a lot. And, I mean, the guy can move really well. He's strong, and he knows what he's doing, and that's what you want, man. You want guys who are reliable and consistent, especially out there on the offensive line.
Lots being made about Brock. Oh, I mean, Brock just gets so much shit from everybody. It's so annoying. Like, if when y'all win the Super Bowl, I still don't think he's going to get his love for his role. He's thrown interceptions, threw one to Lenore. Deebo's like, it's the number one defense. I'm like, Kyle Shanahan's just letting y'all do whatever you want, trying crazy shit out there to get it going. What is your take on the interceptions, Brock Purdy, all of that?
Yeah, Brock Purdy, from day one, I've been a Brock Purdy fan, and I always will be. I think he's one of the best in the league, and soon he will be the best, undisputed, right? But, practice, I'm not about to talk about no practice. I mean, if people want to make something out of practice with interceptions and all that other stuff, listen, you obviously have never been in the NFL if you're out there writing stories about interceptions in practice. But like Deebo mentioned, he's going against one of the best defenses in the league. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's all good. We're not worried about that.
Did you say one of the best defenses? I don't know if I.
Hey, you know what? I'll save all that other stuff for everybody else. We know what we are, but I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
interceptions in practice are a good thing.
Absolutely.
Yes, true or false?
For defense, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, for an offense, though, no, you don't think so. I just feel like it's a good thing that you're trying different stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, Fred. I don't even know. I don't even want to talk about the Super Bowl. Is it being talked about in the locker room at all?
No, it's not being talked about. That's last year. And people don't realize every year is a new team. A lot of guys who are on our team now weren't even on our team last year. They weren't a part of that. So what's the point of continuing to talk about it? Like, we know what our goal is. We know what we're trying to achieve here. And it's about just starting from ground zero, just like everybody else, and you got to go and you got to earn it. But that's the last thing on our mind is the Super Bowl. We're trying to just get ready for week one at this point.
You're humble. You don't want to talk about yourself. Give me somebody in camp that is shining, a lesser-known name, someone who even the great Fred Warner is impressed by.
Thank you. No, I think you mentioned his name already. I forget what we were talking about, but Deommodore Lenore.
Yeah.
Right now has been showcasing just how amazing of a player he is, man. I mean, the ball skills that this guy has, the ability to cover and play the run game, playing nickel, playing corner is outstanding. I think he's going to be a really great player this year.
He doesn't change the batteries in his smoke detector. He came on my show.
Is that what he said?
And
it was beeping?
That was the big takeaway when I met him. I need to. That's why I'm here. I'm here to change.
All right, yeah, we got to change the batteries.
We got to work on that. He also told me, and so did Ward, that they both want to pick off Aaron Rodgers. I
would hope so. Yeah.
I told Aaron Rodgers about it. He said he'd even sign the ball for Ward.
Is that right?
He said he's a made man. He's at that point in his career. That's your matchup week one. I know we've talked about it, but you've had tons of battles against Aaron Rodgers over the years. Can you just sort of go into what comes with being the Mike linebacker in that battle against him? Yeah, no, I mean, it's a lot. When I was talking about it earlier, he's just obviously one of the GOATs. You talk about guys like him and Tom Brady. It is a chess match out there, in terms of, dang, is he trying to outsmart us right here, or is it just playing football where you just line up and play? And you never know that. So then you kind of second guess yourself sometimes, and that's the battle, right? And I mean, he's one of the best to ever do it. So it's going to be a battle come Monday night. I'm excited for that battle, and I'm sure he's excited too, man. He hasn't played football in so long. He's going to be amped up, ready to go. What's your relationship with Patrick Willis? Does he text you? Does he talk to you? How close are you two? Yeah, no, we have a great relationship. We text, we talk, cool,
man.
Dude.
Oh my gosh, I'm still starstruck every single time. It's insane. He came to practice the other day, and we spent just 30 minutes after practice out there on the field alone, just talking. And
about what?
We can't disclose that information.
But he's giving you technical stuff.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm just picking his brain about anything I can. Because like we mentioned, he's he's the best. One of the best to ever do it, gold jacket guy. And obviously I'm trying to get to that place. So I'm like, man, give me everything that you got here, right? Like, I want to know everything. So, I mean, I'm so grateful for that relationship that me and him have. That's incredible that he's here. What a resource for you. You think about the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I mean, it's something that I dream about, but at the end of the day, I have so much more to go, so much more to prove in my mind. I'm taking this thing 1 year at a time, and it also takes health and being blessed with the ability to be available. And so that's something that I'm continuing to to maintain and continue to grow as a player and as a leader for this team, and all that will take care of itself.
Happy you're healthy. Not so happy you're humble. Happy you're thinking about the Hall of Fame. I think you should.
Thanks.
You're a Hall of Fame person in this league. Got a Hall of Fame family, like all around. It's just you're awesome.
Thank you.
I'm so appreciative. I get starstruck around you because
Oh,
you.
stop it.
Oh, dude, you're freaking awesome. Love it. Love everything you're doing with this team. It is the #1 defense. It's okay to throw interceptions in practice.
Absolutely.
And we'll see. You don't seem worried about Trent. You don't seem worried about BA.
No worries at all.
No worries at all.
I
We
ain't
love
never worried
to
about
hear
anything.
it. Oh, we love to hear
Yeah.
it. We'll be back, of course, with I think George Kittle, who's roasting people's shoes. I don't know.
Hey, you got to talk to him about that. I don't know nothing about no shoes.
Not everybody's
no
as
anything.
nice as you. Fred. We'll be back after this.
All right.
Okay, we are here with the great George Kittle. Who's,
Oh, we're going. Hi, everybody.
Yes, roasting shoes. Tell us about your footwear.
This is the wonderful Kay Adams.
What up?
Hi.
What do you
I'm
got?
wearing the Venice Beach Kobe's. This is my workout shoes.
You're awesome.
They're very comfortable. They got a nice wide toe box, and I'm pretty springy in them.
Okay, you're a man who does it all. You are an amazing, obviously a blocker, a receiver, all the things, but you're also apparently a great host. You hosted how many of your teammates last week in Nashville?
Oh, let's see. I think we had 13 or 14 players. We had like 4 or 5 strength coaches, an athletic trainer, and some other employees. So we had about 20 49ers people there.
Staying at your home?
They were there for like 2 to 3 hours. We just did a workout. My chef, he made them a wonderful lunch. It was a wonderful time. Just want to have, like not everybody sees, when you live in Nashville out in the country, I have
Yeah.
75 acres. I like to
love
be out
you.
there by myself. I built myself a football field, a training facility.
It looks insane.
I know, and a lot of guys, they live in the city, live in Miami, LA, Dallas, and I'm like, hey, come see what like country living is like. And you're like, I'm only 20 minutes away, but when you're out there and all you can see are trees and the sky, it's a very relaxing place to be.
Okay, I have a stat we looked up.
Stat, okay, go.
Do you keep track of records and shit like that? Kind
My
of?
mom does. She sends me. My mom.
So she'll know the answer, but she's
she
not here
knows-
right now.
My mom knows it. She's in Japan right now.
Really?
Oh my gosh! I told her that I was going to see you today. My mom and my sister both said hi from Japan.
I love that.
Yep.
Hi from Japan. I love
know.
that. I hope to get to a game up here. I live in LA now, so it's a nice little hop and a skip up here. But enough about that.
Yes.
47 catches, okay?
Okay.
You're stretching for the stat. Okay, let's get into it. All right, let's get ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
47 catches. You need less than 500, a measly 500 yards.
Okay.
To move into third on the Niners' all-time list in receptions and receiving yards. Do you know
That's
who
cool.
do you know who the only people ahead of you are?
T.O. and Jerry Rice.
Yeah, you knew this one.
My
figured.
dad sent me that one about 2 weeks ago.
I mean, what does that mean to you? If you do that, you, by the way, passed Dwight Clark and Roger Craig to get to third.
That's unreal. It's really cool. And like what the fun thing for me is that being able to play for an amazing organization such as this and to be on a list with guys who have won Super Bowls, who have been all pro, who have done all the best things, who are Hall of Famers. It makes me thankful to be a part of this organization for so long, and it just keeps me wanting to continue to be a part of this organization so I can continue to climb up that list. I don't know if I'll ever catch Jerry Rice because he has like 19,000 yards, so that's a lot. But hopefully I'll just keep chugging along.
But I feel like you're always doing stuff to try to do that, right? Let's talk about your body. Injury is
sure.
always the thing here. You're wearing, synetics. I don't really even know what that is. What is the thing that you have changed up or evolved or tweaked going into this season so you can start really, getting those numbers?
Let's see. I would say 2 things. This was an interesting offseason for me because I had surgery, and it's the first offseason I've ever had surgery. And so I couldn't train as intense as I wanted to early on because I really like to hit the ground running. I take 3 weeks off after the playoffs and then I'm going. And so I wasn't able to do that at all. And so just that kind of changed my mindset with it, and it's you know what, it's going to be hard for me to not do this, but at the same time, I know that I'm not wearing my body down a little bit right now, so I might be fresher into training camp, I might be fresher going into the season. And then one thing I've really gotten into the last couple years is I'm a big stem cell guy. I love it. It just it always makes me feel refreshed and my body bounces back a little bit faster. So I'm just trying to do things that are keeping me at 100%.
Is that like an injection? Is that like
It's like an IV.
topical?
It's like an IV. It's like
Okay.
an IV, or you can do localized injections, and I do both of those. I do it twice a year in the off season. I'm a
Cool.
huge fan of it. I can connect you if you want to go down to Panama.
Is it Panama?
You
That's
ever
where
been to
you do
Panama
it?
City, Panama?
Is this legal stuff though?
Very legal.
I'm just concerned for you.
Me and Kyle Juszczyk have been doing it for 5 years.
If you think that I haven't dabbled in the stem cell game, you're out of your mind. I
Yeah.
definitely have, but I don't know if it was a thing you and Kyle Juszczyk take a trip down for some stemmies.
Twice a year.
twice a year. It makes you. But I've definitely dabbled. I've never felt anything from it. But
I have 100%.
So stem cells are your ayahuasca.
I love them.
They're your
not the same effects as
They're your
ayahuasca.
darkness retreat.
Yeah,
and
it
it's
is.
paying off for you. I love this.
It's doing a good job
So
for me.
think about it. You had 25 games with Brock Purdy. I feel like
Yep.
it's more. 25.
It's kind of wild, isn't it?
Over 100 catches, 1,500 yards, 16 touchdowns between you guys.
It's decent.
This camp, I'm feeling something a little different. You guys have really hit something. You've always
Thank
had
you.
chemistry. From game 1 to game 25, what is the moment or the thing that you're most proud of your quarterback for?
What am I most proud of?
25 games to pick from, moment, whatever.
Wow. That's a great question. My being a part of the 49ers for 8 years, like my franchise question would be like his consistency every single day, what he does, because like that's not just BS what I'm giving you. Like he really is. Like he could have a really bad game, and then the next day he shows up and he goes, yeah, like I need to be better, but I'm going to be great this week.
Yeah.
And just his confidence it's really fun to see that because he puts that confidence into all of us. Besides that, like specific play, I mean, like the first game he ever played for us, he got cover 0 blitz by the Miami Dolphins like 5 times, and he knew exactly the ball was going all 5 times, and we completed all those. So like seeing that stuff was awesome. But really like seeing him scramble around in the playoffs was huge for me. Like just seeing that, like that confidence in his own body to go, I need to make a play. Like I know that you guys can make a play, but I'm gonna do it myself. And seeing that is just really fun to see because I'm just like, thank goodness, hey, you got to do it. Like go out and do that. We'll all block from you, Brock. Don't get hit, but like get as many yards as you can. And I love that stuff.
Sometimes I hear players talk about their quarterback, and like Brock's a bit of a punching bag in the national media. There's people who want
love
to
it.
say I don't even know what he could do to change that at this point. But there's other quarterbacks that I'll talk to, and players will say like the great locker room, great leader. Like, every person I ask here has always like you would run through a wall for him. Deebo came on my show every week. It seems different. It seems really genuine, and I like that it's not just you guys talking confidence in him. He's out there saying, "I want to be Tom Brady."
Yeah,
When you saw that quote, where'd your head go?
Like it's not BS. Like that's why I like it. Like guys can say whatever they want,
Yeah.
but if you show up to every single day and you're about it every single day, talk your talk, man. And because he walks it too. And I just really like the consistency and his confidence, and like just seeing him in the huddle too. It's so awesome. And like seeing his banter with Coach Shanahan during practice too. I absolutely love that. Like Kyle will call a play because like we'll do like move the ball stuff where it's not scripted, and Kyle's like trying to just making it up as he goes because that's how Kyle likes to coach. And if he calls in a player on, Brock will just step out of the huddle, be like, I can't call that play, man. Will you fix the play? And it's just like seeing him be able to have that conversation with Kyle is awesome because I think last year he might not have done that.
I would be terrified to say anything like that to Kyle.
Brock is not terrified of Kyle, which I absolutely really, really appreciate.
Wait, I love hearing that.
Oh,
That's
I love
amazing.
It makes me so happy.
I thought maybe it's because all the success is because he's an Iowa State Cyclone and you just have found a new love for them.
No.
Not so much.
What's tough for Brock is he went 0-4 against the Hawkeyes. Bow, bow.
Sucks to suck, at least in college. But now you're on the same team. Do you take it? How personally do you take it when he gets shit?
I do a really good job of like avoiding like the media during the season. Like I'm pretty like the 3 feet in front of you, focus on that type of day, or like focus on your day and like don't worry about the outside noise. But like it does get pretty annoying sometimes when you hear Brock, like all the things that go about Brock, because this is my thing. If he was like a top 20 pick, first round pick, everyone would like no, he wouldn't be a punching bag to anybody. But because he's the last pick in the draft, because he's like a shorter white guy from Iowa State, it's just like, oh no, dude, it's just because all the other guys on his team, that's why he's so good. I'm just like, just watch the tape. He's obviously better than what you guys are saying that he is. And you can look at all the stats too, like the down the field yards is like one of the most in the NFL. His accuracy, his QB rating, his touchdowns, interceptions, his yards, like he's like top 5 in every statistical category. So it's like, it's not just the guys that he's playing with. He's also a really good quarterback. So it just, he knows that though, and I appreciate that he knows that, and his confidence shows that he knows that he's better than what all the media says about him.
It's just like the draft thing. That's what it's like. This thing
People
that
can't get over
we
it.
can't get over it. It's like
No.
because a bunch of GMs look dumb. Sorry to say.
No, you're right.
I don't know how to say this.
No,
I'm
it's
like,
okay.
Forgot we're on camera. But I mean, there's a lot of feelings about the passing over of him.
What you said.
And all of those things. Okay, let's get to the Trent Williams portion of the program.
Yeah, go. I love Trent.
What's going on?
I have no idea. Wasn't Deebo on the show? He knows more than I did.
No, I asked him who's carrying the boombox, and he said I don't know. And now I'm scared because as much as I like you and you're a great, he's the best player on the team. Sorry.
Oh, Trent? Yeah. What do you mean? He's a what?
I know. So where is he?
I have no idea. He's doing
I don't
Trent
like
Williams
that.
stuff.
What does that mean? Like show up week 1 because I didn't want to do training camp stuff? Hopefully.
I'll say Trent Williams is like, so like of the people that I've ever played with, so like I can't talk on like Reggie White because like I never played him. Like watch his film, he's amazing, Hall of Fame, like all that. But like Trent Williams and Aaron Donald are like here, and then everyone else is kind of like all the next best players are like there.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, would we love to have Trent at training camp? Sure. He's doing what he thinks is best for him. We respect that decision, and we know that when he does show up,
It's on.
I'm going to get Trent Williams. And the great thing about Trent Williams is I don't need a lot of reps next to Trent Williams because he can block anybody. Like we could have a combo block. We'll have a defensive end up to a linebacker. And most of the time it's, George, get out of my way.
Yeah.
You go block the linebacker and I'll just take care of this. So like the reps that I'm getting with Jalen Moore as his backup, that's really beneficial to us Niners because if Trent ever misses a rep, now I'm getting all these great reps with Jalen.
Can I just say this is why I love George Kittle, because we were talking about it even as a production team, just like I know that you'll find positivity in some of the adversity and stickiness that's going on right now. Like, of course, the other guys are getting opportunity and reps and all of that,
Yeah.
and Trent's staying fresh and he wants to whatever. And I love
He's
that.
also like 34, so like he's good.
What does that mean?
He's
Tell me
fine.
about what 34-year-olds are, George. What happens when you turn 34?
You don't need to practice as much.
What's your relationship with the window?
Like window
Super Bowl
open and
window.
closing.
Just like you want to win it with these guys.
Oh, yeah, I would
these are
love
your
to.
brothers. So what's your relationship with the window?
A couple years ago, someone asked me about is the window closing. I was like, if you guys are telling me it's closing, I guess.
To you, the window's half open.
I think that at any moment you could just throw a chair through the window and just break it right open. Like, it is what it is. We have the guys on the roster that we have, and John and Kyle have done a great job about figuring out how to keep our best players on the roster, and I think they're going to continue to figure out those ways. And, hey, we lose guys every single year, and we figure out ways to bring other guys back. And so whatever happens, happens. And the thing is, for this year, it's like, why do I care what's going to happen next year? If we can get the job done this year, then next year will just take care of itself, and we'll figure out that problem next year.
I asked Deebo the same question. Can you guys get the job done if Brandon Ayuk, business is business, he departs?
You know what? I had to do the podium yesterday, and Charvarius Ward got asked, that question, like, how much do you miss Ayuk? And his response, which I thought was awesome, was like, we don't really know how much we miss Ayuk yet because we haven't played a football game yet. And we've had games where like some of our starters haven't played, and we've been able to get through that win without them. And it's just like, yeah, we miss them, but we still got the job done. And I love Brandon Ayuk. He's a phenomenal football player. He's everything you want in a wide receiver. He blocks. He runs great routes. He had 1,400 yards on like 75 catches. Like, unreal. He's an amazing football player, and he'll make winning for us easier. But like, we've lost great players in the past before, and like, it's just football. Like, there's a revolving door. Sometimes you lose guys, and like, I'd prefer not to lose him because he's one of my good friends. But hey, football's football, and you just got to figure out a way to win with the guys that are on the field.
It's really, really well said, man.
Thank you.
Always having positivity on everything. I just think it's amazing. Your positivity about look at this smile on this guy, except you're just roasting people for their shoes.
No,
It's a side of George I hadn't seen
I'm
before.
sorry that I hold my beat reporters to a higher standard.
Okay.
And when I look over and I'm catching a football and everybody's just sitting there in like dirty white 4-year-old shoes, it's like, I don't need you guys to go out there and buy a pair of Chunky Dunks.
Okay.
You don't need to spend $5,000 on a pair of shoes.
I've
You can
never
go
heard
on-
of a Chunky Dunk in my entire life.
You know what a Chunky Dunks are?
No, what is
that's
that?
That's one of my favorite sneakers. It's like the
No.
cow print ones that came in the Ben & Jerry's box.
No.
Dunks.
Oh.
Nothing,
no,
okay?
I'm not. No, I'm sorry. I'm not a sneaker person.
We're going to work on this.
I'm a wear stilts person, so I
That's
don't
fine.
look embarrassingly short next to people like you.
It's okay, though.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's why we're sitting down, not
so
standing
chunky
up.
dunks are cool.
Chunky Dunks are fire.
Got
But like,
it.
I'm not telling them to go buy those. You can
Yeah.
get a really, really cool pair of like New Balances for like $80 to $100 and just throw them into your rotation
Why
a
don't
little
you
bit.
buy them all shoes?
Are you trying to give away all my surprises?
Are you? Oh shit! Sorry. Is that what's coming? You're so nice. God, you're just the actual best. It's amazing.
I work with a shoe company, and they gave like free memberships to all the media members, like 6 months free membership, so they can get all shoes at retail.
Okay, I'm obsessed
Yeah.
with all of this. What else do you want to talk about? Anything fun coming up? Any game you're looking forward to? Like I'm looking at that Week 7 Chiefs. Is like when I say that, you just twitched a little bit.
No, I was thinking for you. No, what I'm looking forward to is back-to-back weeks, late November, early December, going to Green Bay and then going to Buffalo. Buffalo's the only stadium I haven't played in yet.
Is that true?
Yes, the only stadium I haven't played in yet.
Cool.
And so going to Lambeau in late November, right into Buffalo, early December. 2 great cold games. Can't wait. It's going to be a wonderful time. Whenever the schedule comes out, the only thing I look at is December.
Why? You just like a cold game?
No, I don't like cold games.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. Well, you're saying you're looking forward to that.
So what happened when I was at Iowa and we played in like negative 20-degree games
Yeah.
pretty often, and then I came out to California and it's like, oh, it's 65 degrees and sunny every single day. I was like, this is going to be tough for me to go back to the cold. And now that I've been out here for
It
going on my
happens.
8th year, I do not have that callus that I used to have. Now, like we won in Green Bay and it was negative 20 degrees in the playoffs. And it's just like, you can get ready for it. But just still, it's like, ooh, that's going to be cold. But hey, it's football. You just live with it.
I can't wait.
I know.
cannot
I
wait
can't
to
wait.
see.
I can't wait to play Josh Allen. I need a Josh Allen jersey really bad.
What do you mean?
I don't want to trade jerseys with him.
Oh.
I love Josh
How does
Allen.
that go? You ask him, he asks you. Is it like a prearranged thing before the game?
Josh, will you trade jerseys with me? Thanks.
I think he will.
Now it's prearranged. Now,
Okay.
most of the time, I just find my tight ends that I know on
Yeah.
the field, and I usually just run up and jump on them or tackle them, and then I take it from them and run away. But, whatever works.
The fact that you haven't changed at all from your story is amazing, I got to say.
Why
You're
would I? I'm playing a
Because
kids
because
game.
people do.
Oh, I know, but why would you?
People
that
do.
doesn't sound
Adversity
fun.
changes you. Money changes you. It just kind of happens. It hasn't happened with you.
Just focus on what you can
Yeah.
control.
I'm not giving you credit. It's clearly Claire.
My parents did a decent
It's
job, too.
Claire. It's How's your dad?
Bruce is wonderful. He's
We
actually
love Bruce. Hey, Bruce.
He was here for 2 weeks of training camp. He's driving down Highway 1 right now, and he just stayed in Carmel. He's just on the beach and in the ocean hanging out.
What?
Don't go
life.
swimming. There's a lot of sharks right now,
Yeah,
Dad.
don't do it, Bruce. We love you, and we love the Kittle family, and we love
do
the Niners. And don't freak me out. We will be back after this. George, you're the best. Okay, we talked to Fred Warner. We talked to Deebo Samuel. We're in a number one. It was kind of throwing me off. And we talked to George Kittle. We got to go out to practice, and there's a couple things I learned. I don't even know. I'm just going to hit him off the dome here. Defense is having a lot of success against the offense. I want to reiterate what everyone said in these interviews, which is that that's what we want to happen. We want interceptions. Kyle Shanahan's like playing with his bag of tricks and his Shanahanigans, as I would call them, and that's great. And the reason the defense is having so much success is because Trent Williams is not out there. They're enjoying that because he's the best player on this team. At no point during my day here did I get anything or any sort of understanding or even just like a wince or face that they don't think that Trent Williams will be here. It is go time. There is a window with this team wanting to win it with these guys who've been through so much adversity and ups and downs. I have no worries about Trent Williams. The BA thing will sort itself out. That's the beauty of this team and the NFL and having stars and a salary cap and John Lynch is doing his thing and I'm excited about that. Let's see, what else did I learn? George Kittle is, what can't he do? He's absolutely amazing. And he wants Trent out there. He's not worried. I'm trying to think. Deebo was in the best mood I've ever seen him. Smiley as can be, having a killer camp. And that's sort of the opportunity that he has. And these younger guys, Juwan Jennings out there, Ricky Pearsall, the rookie coming along, they're going to have a lot of success. They're going to be right back in it. They got to win the Super Bowl. And I think having some of this stuff happen now is a good thing. You are dealing with adversity. You're, building callus that we're talking about. So excited about that. I just want to say that I am so grateful to the Niners, to Corey, to Kaylee, to the entire PR team, everybody here who had a hand in us getting to go out on the field, feel the energy. It's really meaningful. It's very cool to be able to sit here with Deebo in person, and it's not lost on me that I have the greatest job, and I'm so grateful to the Niners, the entire organization, Jed and Al, and everyone top to bottom for letting us be here and for being so inviting and welcoming. So also to my crew, of course, traveling like nonstop. I think this is I believe 18 for us. We still have the Falcons coming up. We're going to go visit the New Orleans Saints and do a couple more visits when we can. But I will tell you one thing. I will be back here for maybe a regular season game, whatever, that don't seem super meaningful to this team that has bigger ideas and more grandiose visions for their future. And I will be here for the meaningful games that might end in New Orleans, our last stop of our training camp tour. So again, Niners, you rock. Thank you. Thank you for the time from the players. This is awesome. And we'll see you guys next time.